Hi kids, in today's session you are going to learn about Ricardo's theory of comparative cost advantage. In yesterday's lesson you learned about the advantage cost theory of Adam Smith. Now we are going to read about Ricardo's theory of the comparative cost advantage. Comparing. There they compared only the products. Here we are going to compare about the labor. Okay, wow. Here labor only, both it will come. Labor for cloth, labor for wheat alone it will come. Okay. About the labor only we are going to see here. Okay. Actually, Ricardo, he demonstrate on the basis of trade is the comparative cost difference. We may compare the labors. Labors also I told about the cost of production. Labor is one of the cost of production. We know factor of production we already studied in our previous year. In that itself you know about the what are the things it include there. Capital, labor, organization and land, isn't it? In this one we are comparing only with the labor. That means we are taking that labor as the cost of production here. Okay. According to Ricardo, a country can gain from trade when it produces a relatively lower cost. That means here we may see there only with the help of the 90 labors we are giving the 1 unit of cloth. Comparing to America with the help of the 100 labors they are giving the 1 unit of the cloth. That means who is giving the most that means under the cost there, lower cost, within the lower cost, who is giving the more production there? Only the India only giving the more production in lower cost. Same like that when you are seeing looking at the wheat also, India with the 80 labors we are giving the 1 unit of wheat. Okay, same that 1 unit of wheat to give the production, America using the 120 labors. Okay, these are the two things only we are going to see now, comparing the America and India alone with the labors. Okay, labors means that means we are having the only the low labors only we are utilizing there, but giving the same amount of the production comparing to America. For cloth, how much we are using there? I said 90 labors we are using to give the 1 unit of cloth, but in America they are using the 100 labors to give the 1 unit of cloth. Same like that in wheat also I told. Wheat 80 labors itself we are using, only the 80 labors. That means compared to this only the 10 only here difference. Okay, so it is not problem for them. But here how much it's different there? 40 members they are different from here, from India to America, isn't it? That means we are giving the more unit of production in wheat. In 80 itself we are giving 1 unit of wheat, means in 120 members if you are having means definitely we will give the more production of wheat, isn't it? That means America they are exporting the wheat, importing the wheat from India. India is exporting the wheat abundantly to other countries, especially to America we are saying. Then when we are comparing to cloth means definitely here only the 10 only it's differ. So we can't able to say that definitely they may be higher also there. They may come forward also. So they may give the more production when we are comparing with this one. So in this itself, but whether we are importing the cloth, not, we are not importing the cloth, but most probably it will equalize here. Okay, when comparing this one, when comparing wheat, it will come equal only. So we are not importing the cloth or exporting the cloth, but we are exporting the wheat to America. America is lacking production of wheat with the labors. When comparing with the labors only I am saying here, not with the production. Okay, production same only. ஒரு கேஜ் தான் அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, ஒரு வீட்னு ஒன்று கொடுக்குறாங்க. அந்த 1 kg வீட்டுக்கு அவங்க எவ்வளோ பர்சன் அங்கே இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணுறாங்கன்றது தான். இப்போ நம்மக்கிட்ட இங்கே எவ்வளோ பர்சன் அங்கே எக்ஸ்ட்ராவாக இருக்காங்க, அங்கே இவங்களோட கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது 40% எக்ஸ்ட்ராவாக இருக்காங்க. தட் மீன்ஸ் we can give more than 1.5 kg we may give the production, isn't it? When they are producing only 1 kg wheat, we can able to say in the same amount, in the same 120 amount of labor, we can give the 1.5 kg, what is that one? Wheat. Okay, that is called as a comparative degree. Here in this one, They assumed, what are the things they assumed? Two nations and two commodities. Labor is the only element of cost of production. Not the raw material, not the land, anything they are not included here. Only labor only they added as the cost of production. All labors are equal efficiency. All the labors, that means in Indian labor as well as the American labor. We are assuming like that. Both are having the same efficiency. Okay. Labor is perfectly mobile. But within the country only they can able to mobile. Not between the countries. ஒரு கண்ட்ரிக்குள்ள லேபர்ஸ்ன்றவங்க மூவ் பண்ண முடியும். ஒரு இடத்துல இன்னொரு இடத்துக்கு மூவ் பண்ணி அவங்க ப்ரொடக்ஷனை கொடுக்கலாம். அப்படிதான் நம்ம அசியூம் பண்ணுறோம். நம்ம வந்து நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் இருக்க லேபரை என்ன பண்ணல, வி ஆர் நாட் எக்ஸ்போர்ட்டிங் டு அதர் கண்ட்ரிஸ். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட், ப்ரொடக்ஷன் இஸ் சப்ஜெக்ட் டு த லா ஆஃப் கான்ஸ்டன்ட் ரிட்டர்ன்ஸ். இட் இஸ் how we are saying கான்ஸ்டன்ட்டாக நம்மளுக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் வரா மாதிரி இருக்கு. It will be coming constantly there. Production will be constantly there. It will arrive there. Foreign trade is free from all barriers. Foreign trade. We are this all are assumption only. ஓகேவா, நம்ம ஒரு இமேஜின் பண்ணிப்போம் இல்லையா, இதெல்லாம் இருந்தால் ஒரு இடத்துல எப்படி நம்ம நடக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி யோசிப்போம் இல்லையா. சேம் லைக் தட் only they are also assuming some things there. No change in technology. America also using the same technology. India also using the same technology. As well as America, that means India in cloth also using the same technology, in wheat also using the same technology. Same like that alone. America cloth technology also same and also wheat technology also same. No transport cost. Here there is no transport cost. We are not included that one. No transport. We are not, because we are taking only the labor cost alone here. So no transport cost, no raw material cost, no land rent cost. Okay, no organizer cost, everything. There is nothing we included here. Only we are taking the labor cost alone. All the members they are employed. 90 members. If you are saying means 90 members, that people are employed. And here also 100 members they are saying, so 100 people they are employed. Then from the illustration, that means in your graph they given wrongly there. That alone you change in your book. Okay, here they given 90, here they given 80. Change that one as 80 and 90. From this tablet call itself I will explain. Okay, first India and America I am saying, wheat, for wheat the labors we required 80 for 1 kg. 1 unit they are saying, 1 unit. Okay, for 1 unit we need the 80 labors, and for cloth 90 labors we need. That means take that ratio, 80 by 90 it will come 0.88. Okay, we required the 0.88. The cloth we need. Okay, cloth for to production for the cloth we need 0.88% they are saying. And next, for America and wheat, they are in America wheat and cloth they are comparing that 120 by 100. Here 1.2, that means more there, isn't it? In which one they here more there? Only in the wheat it is more. Here in the cloth the more labors they involved. Can you able to understand, children? What they are comparing with the wheat, the labors with the wheat as well as with the cloth. Okay, interior of the one country they are comparing, as well as they comparing apart from our country also they are comparing. For example, that only I said about வீட்டில் நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் வீட்டுக்கு 80 மெம்பர்ஸ் இருந்து 1 யூனிட் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, அங்கே வீட்னு ஒன்று கொடுக்குறாங்க, வீட் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் கொடுக்குறாங்க. அதே 90 மெம்பர்ஸ் இருந்து தான் என்ன பண்ண முடியுமா, 1 யூனிட் கிளாத் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் கொடுக்க முடியும். அப்போது for which one we need the more labors, sir? For cloth only we need the more labors. But in America, for wheat only they need the more labors comparing to the cloth. I think so. You can able to understand now, isn't it? இங்கே ஃபஸ்ட்டு நீ இதுக்குள்ளே மட்டும் நம்ம இந்தியாவுக்குள்ளே கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது வீட்டுக்கு கம்மியாக இருக்காங்க லேபர்ஸு, கிளாத்துக்கு அதிகமாக இருக்காங்க. கரெக்டாக? அப்போது நம்மளால் இந்த கம்மியான இருக்கிற இப்போ இந்த பீப்புள் இதில் போய் என்கேஜ் பண்ணினா நம்மளால் இன்னும் என்ன பண்ண முடியும், சக்ஸஸிவாக அங்கே ப்ரொடக்ஷன்றதை இன்னும் வீட்டில் அதிகமாக கொடுக்க முடியும். கரெக்ட் தானே? பட் இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அமெரிக்காவில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 120 மெம்பர் இருந்தால் தான் 1 யூனிட் அங்கே வீட்டே கொடுக்க முடியும். பட் கிளாத்துக்கு 100 மெம்பர் இருந்தாலே கொடுக்க முடியும். அப்போ இவன் எதில் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் அதிகமாக காமிப்பான், 100 மெம்பர் இருந்து 1 யூனிட் க்ளோத்தை கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னா அப்போ இந்த 120 மெம்பர்ஸையும் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், இங்கே கொடுத்தோம்னா நம்மளுக்கு அப்போ எப்படி இருக்கும், அங்கே நிறைய ப்ரொடக்ஷன் வரும். அப்போ நம்ம எதை வந்து எக்ஸ்போர்ட் பண்ண முடியும், கிளாத்ன்றது ஈஸியாக எக்ஸ்போர்ட் பண்ண முடியும். அப்படிதான் அவனுடைய மைண்ட் செட் இருக்கும். நம்மளுடைய மைண்ட் செட் எப்படி இருக்கும், லேபர்ஸ் நம்ம கம்மியாக வச்சுருக்கோம். லேபர்ஸ் நம்ம கம்மியாக வச்சுருந்து we are doing that, we are giving the more production only in the wheat, not in cloth. So we will show the interest automatically in wheat production. for exporting purpose. This is called as a comparative cost advantage theory. Which one is cost advantage here? In India, cost advantage in wheat, and in America, cost advantage in cloth. Okay.